When the United States military launched Operation Epic Fury, they lit up the night sky with an assault twice the size of the 2003 Shock and Awe campaign. The 2003 Shock and Awe campaign was a rapid military strategy used during the invasion of Iraq to immediately overwhelm enemy defenses. This direct confrontation is the boiling point of a proxy conflict that has simmered for 47 years. The administration traces the origin of this hostility back to the 1979 takeover of the American embassy in Tehran, where 66 Americans were taken hostage. From there, the timeline tracks a long, bloody history that heavily influenced the administration's decision to strike. They explicitly point to the 1983 Beirut barracks bombing, a terrorist truck bombing during the Lebanese Civil War that killed 241 American service members. Most recently, the U.S. attempted to negotiate an end to the tension, offering a deal that would lift crippling sanctions and provide nuclear fuel at no cost for a civil energy program. Iran rejected those offers. According to the White House, the immediate catalyst for military action was intelligence suggesting Iran posed a direct, imminent threat to American assets in the region, while aggressively advancing its nuclear weapons program. Faced with that intelligence, President Trump authorized a massive preemptive strike. Decades of covert shadow wars and proxy skirmishes instantly became a highly visible, direct military confrontation. The Pentagon laid out 4 strict military objectives to dismantle the Iranian military apparatus. Within hours of the first strike, the Department of Defense reported they were nearing complete dominance over Iranian airspace. This map illustrates the scale of the air campaign, which represents Pillar 1, destroying the regime's ballistic missile capabilities. The U.S. military deployed over 2,000 munitions across hundreds of targets in the first 24 hours alone. As this chart shows, the immediate tactical result of that saturation was severe. Iranian ballistic missile launches decreased by 86% compared to Day 1 levels. Pillar 2 focuses on naval annihilation. The goal is to completely clear Iranian vessels from the Arabian Gulf, the Strait of Hormuz, and the Gulf of Oman. The early results include the destruction of more than 20 Iranian ships. In one notable tactical maneuver, the U.S. Navy used a torpedo for the first time since World War II to sink Iran's top submarine. Pillar 3 aims to neutralize proxy fighters across the broader Middle East. By severing the communication and supply infrastructure within Iran, the U.S. expects to paralyze the operations of these regional proxy groups. Pillar 4 is leadership decapitation. Military briefings confirmed the targeted killing of 49 senior Iranian leaders. This includes the elimination of the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Khamenei was the highest-ranking political and religious authority in the Islamic Republic of Iran. The administration views his removal as the definitive step to permanently block the country's nuclear ambitions. The Pentagon has presented this campaign as a clinical, overwhelming tactical success. However, deploying thousands of munitions across a sovereign nation unleashes chaotic, on-the-ground realities that are impossible to fully contain. Outside the sterile environment of military briefings, the reality on the ground is dictated by the fog of war. The fog of war refers to the uncertainty and confusion experienced by participants and observers during active military operations. The human cost of the operation is already coming into focus. The Department of Defense has confirmed the deaths of 6 American military service members. The narrative is further complicated by contested reports of heavy civilian casualties. The U.S. military is currently investigating claims that an airstrike hit a girls' elementary school, with some reports citing 175 casualties. Simultaneously, the State Department is managing a massive logistical crisis, scrambling to charter flights and evacuate over 17,500 American citizens caught in the immediate conflict zones. The shockwave extends far beyond the battlefield, exposing a massive global vulnerability at the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is a highly contested, narrow oceanic waterway that connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman. This graphic shows the exact economic stakes at play. Because of the surrounding geography, roughly 20% of the world's total global oil supply must physically squeeze through this narrow channel. To prevent an energy market meltdown, the U.S. government is deploying 2 major countermeasures: The U.S. Development Finance Corporation is stepping in to offer political risk insurance for crude carriers, and the U.S. Navy is preparing to actively escort commercial tankers through the region. The U.S. Development Finance Corporation is America's federal institution that partners with the private sector to finance solutions in international markets. The military execution of Operation Epic Fury achieved its primary physical objectives with remarkable speed. Now, the global economy and regional populations are left to absorb the complex, unpredictable realities of the aftermath.